I mean, fitting the LT4 in it with the Holley accessory drive, it's been amazing. We went ahead and got your guys' body mount bushings, everything just fell right in place.
For many seasons of Bitchin' Rides, that man was the silent soul behind the glossy paint layers of million-dollar masterpieces. But right at the peak of fame, as the cameras turned on, the talented manager suddenly vanished without a trace. The sudden absence of a founding pioneer at America's most demanding car customization mecca created a mysterious void. What could cause a fabrication genius to willingly surrender his unrivaled position and lucrative compensation right in front of the network's cameras? Could there be an irreconcilable internal rift behind the closed workshop doors? Or a devastating hidden reality that forced him to make a compromise? The naked truth about the darkest chapter in Bryce Green's career will be exposed right below. Bryce Green's journey began in a wealthy family with a rich tradition in the insurance industry in the state of Utah. From an early age, he carried immense expectations from his lineage as the fourth-generation heir to a robust financial conglomerate. According to his family's guidance, Bryce's future was rolled out with a red carpet tied to business suits and office desks. But the suffocating nature of numbers only brought the young man a sense of confinement and a complete loss of direction. Instead of accepting a prearranged life of luxury and ease, Bryce decided to stage a pivotal rebellion. The young man was determined to give up his status as a wealthy young master to seek freedom alongside rusted engine blocks and grease stains. Family relationships grew strained when Bryce firmly refused to take over the family business to pursue his passion for automotive mechanics. He chose to rely on his own efforts, earning money to support himself instead of depending on the abundant financial resources from his wealthy lineage. The event that permanently changed Bryce's life occurred when he turned 16 with an incredibly bold decision. Using the meager savings accumulated from a part-time job, he proudly owned his first-ever classic 1968 Ford Mustang. The joy was short-lived when a serious traffic accident suddenly occurred, completely destroying the car's bodywork. The violent collision turned the young man's dream Mustang into a twisted, deformed pile of scrap metal right on the street. This tragedy pushed Bryce into a desperate situation when restoration costs at professional workshops exceeded his personal ability to pay. Refusing to surrender to fate, he made the bold decision to repair all of that severe damage with his own hands. After months of persistent work in the family garage, the 1968 Ford Mustang was resurrected in a truly spectacular manner. This first success in life brought Bryce absolute confidence, helping him firmly cement his future career path. Realizing that his passion needed to be elevated to a professional level, Bryce planned a structured education instead of just stopping at a hobby. He decided to leave his hometown of Utah to move to the state of California, home to leading technological training centers. The young man officially applied and was admitted to WyoTech, one of the most prestigious automotive technology and mechanics vocational schools in America. Here, Bryce entered a rigorous training environment, gaining access to specialized knowledge in the art of auto body and paint. Bryce graduated from WyoTech with an excellent certificate in advanced automotive technology, preparing for a major leap in his career. Holding an excellent degree in hand alongside a mind full of ambition, Bryce began hunting for a worthy place to showcase his talent. But he could never have anticipated that the nod of approval from a car customization legend would come with a life-or-death challenge lasting exactly 14 days. The ticket into the Mecca. In 2013, after earning an excellent graduation diploma from the prestigious WyoTech Technical School, Bryce Green decided to apply to Kindig-It Design. This was widely considered one of the most rigorous and prestigious car customization workshops in America at that time. Instead of applying a conventional theoretical interview process like other businesses, founder Dave Kindig, he introduced an extremely brutal practical challenge. He required Bryce to participate in a trial period lasting exactly 2 weeks. This life-or-death test took place directly inside the core technical area of the shop, under extremely intense supervision. Bryce was forced to demonstrate his entire practical expertise, situational problem-solving speed, and resilience under pressure. Throughout those 14 days and nights of facing that fierce challenge, Bryce Green was not allowed to make even a single minor mistake. Every technical maneuver he made was closely scrutinized by the most seasoned experts in the automotive restoration industry. With absolute focus and innate talent, Bryce passed the test in a stellar manner that exceeded the executive board's expectations. His exceptional meticulousness in leveling metal surfaces completely convinced the shop's management. Dave Kindig once directly commented on his new associate's capability to the specialized media. Bryce possesses a pair of eyes and hands capable of detecting microscopic surface defects that ordinary people cannot see. He was officially signed to a long-term contract and joined the core team of the Kindig-It Design brand around the end of 2013. From this crucial milestone, the young engineer's career entered a phase of rapid advancement. Thanks to his relentless work ethic and high accountability, Bryce Green quickly earned absolute trust from the head of the company. He was soon groomed to become Dave Kindig's right-hand man in the aesthetic finishing department. Bryce's role at the shop became increasingly irreplaceable as he took direct responsibility for the technical supervision of million-dollar orders. Every exterior detail had to pass his rigorous inspection before any paint coatings were applied. A major media turning point arrived for Bryce when the reality television series titled Bitchin' Rides officially exploded on the Motor Trend network. This event instantly brought the internal operations of the Kindig-It Design workshop into the spotlight. Amidst a team filled with strong and somewhat edgy personalities, Bryce Green naturally caught the camera's attention. His appearance on national television quickly generated a massive wave of public interest. Global fans of the show quickly fell in love with the incredibly composed and humble work style of the talented mechanic. The image of a dedicated, quiet expert who consistently delivered peak performance captured everyone's hearts. Sharing his thoughts on this sudden fame on Motor Trend, Bryce Green once confided, "I don't care about the cameras or the fame. My only goal is the absolute flatness of the cars." As his reputation grew and his position at the shop became increasingly secure, Bryce was entrusted with the ultimate responsibility of managing the entire body and paint department. Still, this position of power was precisely when he had to confront agonizing physical pain behind the beautifully edited footage, born from physical pain. Moving into 2017, a major career turning point occurred when Bryce Green was officially appointed to the position of body and paint shop manager at Kindig-It Design. The new responsibility required him to oversee the entire strict aesthetic process. Bryce spent 2 full years screening, hiring, and building a dream team of technicians. This team was specifically responsible for handling the exterior of the million-dollar masterpieces participating in the world's most prestigious custom car show, SEMA. Pressure from the executive board and car enthusiasts demanded that the finished products reach absolute flawless perfection. Each car participating in the SEMA show was a vital work of art for the reputation and growth of the business. To achieve a standard mirror finish, the paint surfaces of the classic cars had to be smoothed out to the maximum extent using manual methods. This grueling process required Bryce and his associates to sand continuously for 10 to 12 hours every day without a break. The extreme work regime over a long period began to severely ravage the young manager's physical body. Conventional soft foam sanding blocks available on the market could not cut through the dense modified filler used on the car bodies. Forcing his hands too hard onto the soft sanding blocks caused deep damage to Bryce's hand joints and muscles. He began to suffer from prolonged chronic joint pain, severe carpal tunnel syndrome, and the risk of permanent disability. Looking back at the long nights battling injuries, Bryce Green later shared in an exclusive interview, "My hands were in so much pain that I couldn't even hold a pen. My body had reached its absolute limit of endurance." Determined not to surrender to the devastation of his ailments, Bryce and his wife Sydney quietly searched for a solution to salvage the situation right at home. The couple utilized their scarce rest time to research mechanical ergonomic principles on their own. Right in his family's small basement in Utah, Bryce began designing the first hard-face sanding blocks using special composite materials. His goal was to create a tool that distributed force evenly, minimizing negative pressure on the artisan's wrist joints. After dozens of discarded blueprints and many sleepless nights, the first prototype shaping blocks were successfully born in mid-2019. The new tool possessed an ideal hardness, making the leveling of thick layers of filler easier than ever before. When Bryce brought these first homemade sanding blocks to the Kindig-It Design shop for real-world testing, an extremely rare event occurred. All the seasoned body and paint mechanics there instantly recognized the superior value of the toolset. The appeal of the toolset was so massive that minor scrambles and arguments broke out internally within the custom shop to borrow Bryce's products. Not a single person wanted to go back to using traditional soft blocks after experiencing the precision of the new tool. Bryce humorously recounted the reaction of his colleagues in the shop at that time with an official statement. "The apprentices kept hiding my sanding blocks in their private lockers. At that moment, I knew I had created something that truly changed the game." Realizing the massive demand and immense commercialization potential, Bryce and his wife decided to establish their own tool manufacturing brand. The Big Kid Blocks brand was officially copyrighted and born in late 2019, much to the astonishment of industry experts. Managing Big Kid Blocks in its initial phase required Bryce to work through the night to pack manual orders in time. He fell into a state of severe overload while simultaneously fulfilling his role as the custom shop manager and running an independent startup. The private tool business grew rapidly in the shadows while the filming schedule for Bitchin' Rides became increasingly dense. The inevitable happened. In early 2020, fans were stunned to no longer see the talented manager on television, sparking the most malicious rumors. The sudden disappearance. Entering early 2020, just as the new season of the hit reality television series, Bitchin' Rides officially returned, audiences worldwide were extremely surprised by the complete absence of body and paint shop manager Bryce Green. His sudden disappearance without a single word of explanation from the network or the parent company immediately triggered a wave of extreme confusion among the fan community and the American entertainment media. The most prevalent conspiracy theory at that time claimed that a highly intense underground tool copyright lawsuit had erupted between Bryce Green and the Kindig-It Design custom shop regarding the division of commercial profits from the new product line. Nevertheless, subsequent independent investigative reports from the mechanical trade press quickly exposed the truth and completely refuted the malicious, groundless fabrications directed at the two individuals. Veteran editors pointed out that the tense moments or fiery conflicts on Bitchin' Rides were actually just the network's staging and editing artistry designed to maintain and boost viewership ratings. Regarding this commercial editing issue, Bryce Green later bluntly stated to the media, "The network needs drama to maintain ratings, but in reality, our relationship has always been based on respect." Real-world evidence showed that in real life, Bryce still maintained extremely good, civilized and respectful professional and personal relationships with his former colleagues at the custom shop. The true cause of this quiet separation was not negative at all. Rather, it stemmed directly from the fact that his and his wife's company, Big Kid Blocks, was experiencing an explosive surge in sales on a global scale. Managing an international tool supply chain with a massive volume of orders continuously skyrocketing from multiple countries presented an immense management challenge requiring absolute focus from the founder. No matter how excellent a staff member might be, they could never simultaneously stand in the shop working continuously for 12 hours a day under the pressure of camera lenses while smoothly operating an independent manufacturing enterprise, facing pivotal life choices. Bryce Green made an incredibly decisive resolution to submit his resignation from the shop manager position to officially depart on amicable terms. This momentous decision of his aimed at two core purposes, among which prioritizing the protection of his personal physical health after many long years of heavy labor in a toxic environment was paramount. Besides withdrawing from the reality television show, also helped him dedicate his full time and devotion to developing a self-reliant, sustainably independent financial path for his young family. Support from his former mentor was confirmed when Dave Kindig extended a deeply respectful public congratulation. Bryce has fulfilled his duties to the absolute fullest, and now it is time for him to master his own destiny. Thus, Bryce Green's departure at the beginning of 2020 was entirely a professional exit strategy carefully planned in advance without containing any negative, scandalous elements whatsoever. Leaving behind the massive shadow of a top-rated hit television show to stand on his own feet was a risky gamble. But for Bryce Green, it was the opening chapter of a journey to rise as the owner of a $1 million custom car and mechanical tool empire, an independent $1 million empire. The end of 2020 marked a major turning point when Bryce Green officially realized his dream of autonomy by establishing an independent manufacturing brand. After leaving behind the glamour of television, he focused all his economic resources on his personal project. The custom shop named Big Kid Custom Rides was officially opened in Utah right during a period of market volatility. Initially, this facility was only a small garage, but it was invested with an extremely modern system of specialized mechanical machinery to serve the work. To realize the rigorous technical standards, the young director quickly recruited the best body and paint mechanics in the industry to work. This elite team helped the shop quickly secure contracts for expensive classic resto mod restoration projects. Every product leaving the shop from here was comprehensively customized with implementation budgets reaching up to hundreds of thousands of US dollars. The pinnacle of cementing his independent status was when Bryce personally brought these masterpieces to compete at major arenas such as the SEMA show. His proud appearance at the prestigious SEMA show proved his outstanding professional competence along with his ability to compete on equal terms. Bryce Green demonstrated that he could completely stand firm and thrive powerfully without relying on his former shop. In parallel, the auxiliary tool manufacturing division of the Big Kid Blocks company also witnessed an explosive revenue growth in the market. The shaping sanding block set, invented by him, quickly became an indispensable item for professional mechanics. Within the professional car customization community, Big Kid Blocks products were given an extremely special nickname by experts, lie detectors. This lie detector name stemmed from the mechanical tool's absolute precision in surface treatment. This hard sanding block is capable of exposing every lump, bump, or wavy mark, even the smallest ones on the car body, that the naked eye misses. When gliding across the modified filler layer, the tool will immediately point out areas that have not reached international standard mirror flatness. Commenting on this unique nickname, a veteran automotive restoration expert in America asserted to the press, "Bryce's tool set absolutely does not know how to lie. It forces the metal surface to reveal all hidden defects in the clearest way possible." Up to the current stage, Big Kid Blocks products have crossed domestic boundaries to establish official distribution networks in many demanding countries. Major markets such as Australia, Japan, and the United Kingdom quickly signed exclusive import contracts for the products. The commercial expansion continued to spread to the European region with strategic partners in the Kingdom of Belgium and Sweden. Sales growth, steadily increasing over the years, has brought in million-dollar profit streams, firmly consolidating his independent financial empire. Great financial success did not change the kind nature and spirit of dedication to the mechanical community of the former star. Instead of chasing lucrative commercial sponsorship contracts, Bryce chose the path of sharing foundational knowledge. He regularly organizes premium in-person body and paint classes called master classes with tuition fees worth thousands of US dollars. Although the cost is by no means small, these specialized training courses always end up in a sold-out status just minutes after registration opens. At his family garage, the director directly provides hands-on guidance, meticulously instructing each student from professionals to amateur car enthusiasts. His friendliness, dedication, and complete lack of an arrogant attitude have earned great respect from his students. Sharing the reason for maintaining these special classes, Bryce Green frankly confided, "I want to pass down the most precise techniques to the next generation so that they do not have to experience the horrifying physical pain that I once endured." By 2026, Bryce chooses a peaceful, low-profile life away from the media alongside his wife Sydney and their children in their hometown. The journey from an apprentice to the owner of a self-made million-dollar empire has proven that his decision to leave the shop years ago was completely correct. What do you think about Bryce Green's decision to leave Kindig-It Design, and do you own a Big Kid Blocks tool set in your garage? Leave your personal opinions right below in the comment section so we can discuss this talented mechanic together. If you love in-depth investigative reports on the hidden corners and destinies of stars in the global car customization industry, hit the like and subscribe buttons today. Turn on the notification bell so you do not miss the next exclusive profiles broadcast periodically.